a development to tell you about in the case of the Huawei executive who was arrested at Vancouver's airport back in December. Meng Wanzhou is suing members of the Canada Border Services Agency, the RCMP, and the federal government. Now, she is alleging her constitutional rights were violated when taken into custody. Let's bring in Arthi Paul, who's looking into this case for us and joins us right now. So let's talk about this civil claim. What's included in it being filed again by Meng Wanzhou?
Right, on behalf of Meng Wanzhou by her lawyers, and we know that she's got more than a dozen lawyers essentially working for her on different aspects of legalities that she is working with right now. In terms of what it says in this notice of civil claim that was filed to the BC Supreme Court, is that essentially, she is launching this claim against Canada Border Services Agency, against certain members of Canada Border Services Agency, against certain members of the RCMP, and also against the Attorney General of Canada. Now, part of her claims, in fact, say that there was a violation of her rights under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. And in that claim, here is just part of the overview of the statement of facts. The allegations say that there was a deliberate and premeditated effort on the part of the defendant officers to obtain evidence and information from the plaintiff in a manner which they knew constituted serious violations of the plaintiff's rights under, again, the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. And they also say in this notice that judgment may be pronounced against you if you fail within 21 days to respond to this particular claim within Canada. So these are just some of the details. So what essentially is she alleging? She says that she was in this particular statement of claim. It says that Meng Wanzhou was having her passport checked as she was coming through YVR, through the Vancouver airport, by Border Services agents. And as they were checking the passports, once they identified her, they took her into detention, into a separate area where they were interrogating her, questioning her. She did not know why she was being held. They said she alleges that it was under the guise of just a regular sort of border check. And it wasn't until 3 hours later, she said, that the RCMP showed up with the warrant explaining sort of this U.S. extradition that had been requested. So she says that she was really kept in the dark and that it took that 3-hour delay before she was afforded being able to seek counsel, or it was told to her that she had the right to remain silent. She also says that they seized certain electronics, cell phones, iPads, and personal computers, and they got passwords from her and looked into information without properly telling her what they were doing that for. And so that's all part of this lawsuit, and again, all part of what her lawyers are working with, and the government will now have to respond to. Michael.
Arthi, thank you.
You're welcome.